elevators could never fade us. Congratulators, goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city, you probably wouldn't make it.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked off by Ernest Jones. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st down, Ryan. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run Tomlinson. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Here's Ryan to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terry McLaurin, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, Fields. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. The 30, the 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, an 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to move back in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now it's Ryan. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. And here we go on 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Kevin Green with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, Brent, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Fields. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 3rd and long. It's Fields. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Ryan. He's got the Hall of Famer, Fred Biletnikoff, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Ryan on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Running on first down, Eckler. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fields. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Eckler now between the tackles. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It's Eckler again. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was a huge play on 3rd down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
They snap it to Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by 2-time All-Pro Rodney Harrison. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
A give up the middle to Tomlinson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Ryan. Open man is Fred Biletnikoff, complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They go play action now. Ryan. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Play action. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Javon Curse in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle with Eckler. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, Eckler. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. All eyes on Fields. He's going to let it fly. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. They go again to Tomlinson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just have...
Let's go. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this is what I call a sport. The 4th bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The chattermouths who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, Ori did an AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show
another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That finest. Her and her friends. Big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the... Ain't no way.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Wide open, Gronkowski. Finding room at midfield. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Carolina. Rob Gronkowski, 74 yards. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for two here. Hurts will throw. And they're going to get two more. He's got it. So that didn't take long. Quickly, 8-zip. Looky here, a touchdown, a two-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now Ryan. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Willie Lanier. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got a man. Complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown Panthers. Dawson Knox. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Hurts. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Yeah, we dominate today.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing is Hurts. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 59 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now Ryan's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Again, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Ryan will throw again. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses have their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Here's Ryan to throw. A throw left side, complete to Biletnikoff. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Ryan.
This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle.
10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kyle Juszczyk, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
Look at this, a tight end carry. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
They went for broke on 3rd down, and it would have really lit up the sideline if that one had worked. What do they do now on 4th down?
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. A About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game, and I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even, They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Joseph now to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Open man left side is Gronkowski. Touchdown! Rob Gronkowski, 30 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here this third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game.
Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Boy, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 72 yards.
And the Panthers have cut it back within a score.
It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. It's a give, running left, Tomlinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
45 yards.
And the Panthers have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Play action, Ryan. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On 1st down, Ryan.
He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Steps away to his left, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the running game. It's Tomlinson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. Touchdown, Cowboys! Terry McLaurin, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Ryan to throw. And he's brought down. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field?
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hines. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Got a man. It's Freddie Biletnikoff. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw. Over the middle, he's got Biletnikoff. And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Madison. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Joseph on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Throwing now is Ryan. And this one is incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.
told my boys it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real Jersey. It's the first half and we done dropped 30. We just under scoring them, boy, man. I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I tell her my vision. You young and she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it a hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. It's visor and color.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from Las Vegas. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. They set up the screened LT. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Fred Biletnikoff from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in Vegas. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by two-time All-Pro Rodney Harrison. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Touchdown! DK Metcalf. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him.
A.J. Green, 30, 10, 5, and touchdown. A.J. Green, 81 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one.
Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Fred Biletnikoff. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing 1 play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. 4 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan
Throw right side is caught by Bolitnikov. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They go play action now. Ryan. Dancing to his left. Looking for Gronkowski. Out route. He's got him. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up 1st downs. That's what we just saw right there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jonathan Casillas charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Now Hill to return it. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the... There goes Green! 20, 10, touchdown! A.J. Green. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so